So at this point, it's a little over 2 months since we launched Halo 4, and the response that we've had from fans has been overwhelming. It's been fantastic. We've seen people really responding well to the story that we're telling in our campaign, the experience that we've delivered through our multiplayer, as well as the story that we're continuing to tell through the Spartan Ops season. As a brand new studio with the launch of Halo 4, this is the beginning of a new saga in the Halo universe for us. We've put a lot of thought into the story that we want to tell and planting a lot of those seeds for the future. And in doing that and sort of planning out what we're trying to do, we've taken cues from the fans in terms of things that are really the hallmarks of Halo, things that are really much loved components of the series, as well as bringing new things into the fold, like the introduction of the Prometheans as a new enemy class, and a lot of the new experiences that we've woven into Infinity multiplayer as a brand new way to experience Halo multiplayer. So Halo 4 is kind of this marriage of some of the classic Halo goodness that people have come to know and love, and then also new things that we've brought to the table as a new studio and developer. Well, when we started thinking about the story that we wanted to tell in Halo 4 and beyond, it really started with the Master Chief. He was a character that we cared really deeply about, we knew that the fans really cared about, and at the end of Halo 3, there were a lot of lingering questions, a lot of things that we really wanted to explore. Where would Chief go to next, and what was this mysterious planet that he was drifting towards at the end of the Legendary ending? And so that really led us down the beginning of a creative journey, and then exploring that helped us understand the story that we wanted to tell. So there's a lot of twists and turns and things that we have planned that are still upcoming, but Halo 4 marks the beginning of that journey. I think one of the things that Halo's always done a really great job of is continuing to support the experience after launch. The investment that players have in the multiplayer experience, it's something that they put a lot of time and energy into, and it's something that is really important to us to sustain for months and months beyond the original launch. With Spartan Ops, we wanted to take something that is very much a strength of the Halo experience, which is storytelling and the depth of the Halo universe, and we wanted to put that front and center in a brand new cooperative episodic experience, and give fans a reason to come back each week and experience another piece of this ongoing story in the Halo saga. And so that's really what the genesis of the Spartan Ops idea was, and we're really happy with the way that it's turned out. We've taken a ton of feedback from the fans. Some of that feedback we've been able to incorporate in the second half of the Spartan Ops season, which is going to launch shortly. And we're always looking for additional feedback from fans. This is one of those experiences that give fans an opportunity to play together and experience the Halo universe, and hopefully have a great time in a cooperative setting, as well as then moving into the competitive space. So it's really important to us to continue to support the product, and so we've put out a number of updates to address issues that have been discovered as the community's sort of fed back to us, and we'll continue to do that. We also have a continuing rotation of new experiences that go into the hoppers, managing the playlists and taking feedback from the fans in the community as far as what they want to see there. We have map packs that are coming out, including Majestic Map Pack, which brings new maps, content that can then be experienced by the fans. That map pack is really focused on kind of a smaller, more 4v4 experience, and we'll have another map pack coming out in the months beyond that. So really continuing to support the community as much as possible, and take feedback from the community when we're planning out updates for the future. I think what's really interesting about Spartan Ops is it takes part of the core of the firefight experience, which is a really fun and compelling experience, and it kind of wraps that in a story and a narrative that gives it meaning and purpose, and then kind of gives you just an additional thread of story and narrative to care about. And so that is really compelling to us. We think the experience has a lot to offer, and at some point, we may be thinking about how we can expand that experience, but right now really just looking at the feedback from the fans and interested in seeing how they feel about the conclusion of the season when it goes live later this month. The second half of the Spartan Ops season goes live for Halo 4 on January 21st, and then we have Majestic Map Pack coming out in February, with that date yet to be announced.